Hi guys, current situation on the cryptocurrency market is abnormal. You see we have a very large drawdown, and let's understand what happens. First of all, I'm trying to understand transfer money between wallet. Let's look on the graph. What happens? For example, take more data. For example, maybe it's half of day. Let's look at the situation. This is a transaction between large wallet, and we could understand what happens between the wallet. And I'm looking for example, I'm looking for net cash value between Binance, for example, and private wallet. Let's look on this table, and you see this is private wallet, and in the current situation it's very interesting because private wallet is activated now, and because we have this vertex with big radius, and second big radius is Binance. So let's look at what happens with Binance, and we see this is some transaction between private wallet and Binance. Next we see some moving transfer to Bitsmap. Okay, and I need to understand what is the net cash value between this wallet. And you see we have negative net cash value. It means we have some overdraft from Binance to private wallet. When it happens, liquidity is decreased, and when liquidity is decreased on the market, it means we have a very high risk to downgrade. It's like look some on the stock market, for example, when Fed activated some program to QA. It means like QA to make more liquidity on the stock market, and we see some stock market is increase. But when this program is closed, for example, we have decrease liquidity, and we see some downgrade on the market. It's the same. This logic is the same on cryptocurrency market. And let's look in, for example, on the news. Sometimes I'm trying to understand what happens and what I need to do. For example, I'm analyzing Twitter data using deep learning. This is transformers models. When I used some pre-processing model called like BERT model to analyze 500 tweets to summarize what it means. But in general, I'm trying to look this one, for example. Let's look at what is the main clusters, for example. Okay, this is about mining, going, clusters, farm, USDT, and we could understand news. Also, I need to understand, for example, stream Twitter data to understand what is the topic is hot on the cryptocurrency market. Let's look on this one, and we increase some noise to make more complex relationship. Okay, this is bot or drop. I'm trying to find, I'm trying to filter these tweeters to catch some good ideas from Twitter, because when Twitter is discussed, in the Twitter people discuss some topic, they create some cluster of this topic, for example, like bot. Let's click on the bot and trying to read this some tweeters to understand what is in use, to find some fundamental drivers why cryptocurrency market is decreased. So, and you also could use this platform to understand this one. Let's look at, okay, decrease, to understand breaking. Okay, what was about breaking? Let's look in maybe another clusters to understand. Let's stop, for example. This is some big relationship between clusters to understand what is happens is about. Okay, trend. Okay, it's quite a bit cover. Okay. Also, let's check some simple trading ideas. What working on the current moment. What I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use deep learning to analyze seasonality of the Bitcoin TT to find some support level, because the market has opportunity to find some mean reversing. Okay, and you see we have downgrade channel, but this abnormal downgrade, and we have some rebound from this level. Okay, this idea for me is clear. And next, for example, trying to understand some simple trading strategy. What I like to do is take, for example, momentum strategy and find one sequences for 5 minutes. In general, it's very often it's working, and you see it's working. It's working. From Tuesday, it's 5 May, and we could increase this one. It helps us, for example, to make decisions, and we see the last point is red. It means the next 5 minutes would be downgrade, and I'm trying to understand what happens with my position and how could I manage my position. Also, you could, for example, click on the statistic to understand some profitable trade or not profitable. Okay, we have more profitable trades, for example, and we could increase our trading experience. Also, let's look in. Also, I'm trying to understand if we have a decrease liquidity on the market. I'm trying to understand what happens with open interest, and just looking, for example, for the last 1 hours. Okay, we have less. We have in general decrease for open interest and for other coins. Okay, what I'm trying to do, I know that we should to make some rebound, and I'm trying to understand what would be going to do large players, and trying if private if Binance net position would be positive for the last hours, for example. Let's take in more data, because I have today some bug on the server and I'm not parsing some data. Okay, let's look in what happens on the current transaction on the market. I'm trying to looking for whole transaction. Okay, some small transaction. Okay, let's look in whole volume. What is the transaction? Let's, for example, this one. I'm trying to look for tables on USDT from USDT to Binance. Okay, it's very interesting situation. So some large players try to transfer money to Binance, maybe to buy something. Okay, and let's look in, for example, another. This one. What is the graph? Okay, it's very simple graph, and it's a bit in private wallet. Okay, guys. In general, on the market, we should to have multiply of approach to analyze situation, because some situation could be working, some strategy not working, and we could manage our pools of strategy and artificial intelligence tools to understand market more deeply. Okay, guys, have a nice day. See you next time.